but you're not number one, my boy. You know what I mean? Not no more. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy. I will be taking some mods away. You know, one thing about me, man, I don't like, you know, when I I don't like going on my way, bro, to ban. You know, you see how I just had to ban him? I don't like going on my way to do that. So some mods will lose their job immediately. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, right after this stream. You know what I mean? But what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jay Willie Silly, man, a.k.a. Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like these. But make sure I follow my Instagram and Twitch in the description down below. Everything you know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Now I want people to look. At the end of the day, man, whatever your name is, you're Chris Two Coles. You don't be in the stream enough, so please stop asking me for a mod, man. You know what I mean? Honestly. But man, honestly, like I said, bro, you know what I mean? I feel like we had the greatest draft. You know what I mean? I feel like the NFC East, bro, is going to be the best. I feel like the NFC East is going to be the best division, honestly. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real with you. And I just feel like we had the best draft. I'm not just saying that because it's my team, bro. We was cooking, bro. You know what I mean? Honestly. So, got a new quarterback. You know, D-line is going to be insane. You know what I mean? Honestly, D-line is going to be insane. Having Brian Burns on the edge, having Abdul Carter, you know, I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau. We going to see how that work out. You know what I mean? Honestly, but, you know, Darius Alexander, Dexter Lawrence, you know, just having them two coming off the edge, Abdul Carter and Brian Burns come off the edge, bro. You know what I mean? That right there should open up space for Dexter Lawrence. Because if y'all don't know, Dexter Lawrence do be getting double teamed dang near every play, bro. I haven't seen a player in the NFL that get double teamed as much as Dexter Lawrence and still put up this still put up the amount of stats that Dexter Lawrence do. So I feel like the Smeagol's didn't really do that well in the draft, honestly. You know what I mean? They lost some key pieces, so we're gonna see, bro.
To build a sound NFL roster through the draft, it's all about value.
Philadelphia, a long time ago, made a decision that they were consistently going to be comfortable drafting for value and not for need.
How about we break down the
like I said, you know what I'm saying? You said TJ Watt get doubled every play. He definitely doesn't. He definitely doesn't get doubled every play. You know what I mean? He doesn't get doubled every play. And Steelers, man, I'm gonna keep it real. Steelers, you need to stop talking. I'm gonna keep it real. Steelers, like with the off season that y'all had, I just wouldn't like. Do y'all even know who y'all quarterback is? Like, do y'all even know? Y'all know y'all could have kept picking. Like, the Steelers have to be the dumbest franchise I've ever seen. Instead of keeping George Pickens, instead of keeping Justin Fields, you would have had a quarterback, Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? You would have had George Pickens. All you had to do with that 21st pick that you had in the first round was draft Matthew Golden. You could have kept George Pickens. You didn't look. You didn't sign George Pickens to a max contract yet. So you went and got DK Metcalf, signed him to a max contract. Now you have to go find another wide receiver to pair up with DK. You know what I mean? Now you ain't got a quarterback. You dug yourself in a deeper hole. Or you didn't have to dig yourself in a hole. You was winning with Justin Fields. You know what I mean? Honestly. But your offense is always going to be stagnant until you release Arthur Smith.
Worst value.
Will Howard. We all know that Ohio State, the only reason they won was because of Quinshon Judkins and running backs. They was running back. Quinshon Judkins and Henderson was carrying that Ohio State team. Whether you like it or not, that run game was tearing up everybody in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But Will Howard, bro, to me, he's straight. He cool. You know what I mean? But he's not a game-changing quarterback, in my opinion.
Picks and the 6 greatest steals from the 2025 NFL Draft. Worst, Colston Loveland, TE, Chicago Bears.
That was crazy.
10 overall. The Bears went with Michigan tight end Colston Loveland at number.
I thought, bro, if anything, I thought you was finna get Warren. You know what I mean? Honestly, Warren.
Chicago Bears, number 10 overall. The Bears went with
that
Michigan tight end Colston Loveland at number 10. And
I ain't gonna lie, for me, bro, honestly, bro, Will Campbell already got selected, but tight end, I mean, bro, I'm gonna keep it real. Man, who I would have got, bro, for the Bears? Would have got an old lineman, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, he's a talented player, but tight end at 10? Really? Chicago had bigger needs at edge, tackle, and corner.
He is not good.
Johnson's offense.
He is not good.
Mismatched tight end, but Loveland was not the consensus top guy at his position.
He was not good.
The mocks had him going closer to the end of the first round. You can't help but feel like he was trying a little bit too hard to recreate the magic that he captured with Sam Laporta in Detroit. This pick felt like the definition of luxury instead of necessity. And in a division loaded with pass rushers, passing up on...
I can't believe they was like, I can't believe that people were saying like, oh yeah, he's better than TJ Warren. Bro is not better than TJ Warren, bro. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, bro is not better than TJ Warren, bro. I'm not gonna lie, watch this man play. Bro was not an asset at all. You know what I'm saying? Please stop it.
Luxury.
He's not worth a top 10 pick.
And in a division loaded with
that's just being real.
Passing up on premium,
so don't be like no W pickup.
Is seriously risky business.
There wasn't no W pickup, bro.
Mason Graham, DT, Cleveland Browns, number 5 overall. While the Browns draft as a whole raised eyebrows, their decision to trade down and still land Michigan's Mason Graham at number 5 was one of the biggest coups.
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like the Browns, we probably said a lot about the Browns, but bro, the Browns low key like it's like they low key like. You had a good draft. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Except for drafting, they got Quinshawn Judkins. You know, if y'all don't know, Nick Chubbs is not an NFL player. He is a free agency. So they got Quinshawn Judkins. You know, Shadur Sanders. You know, Mason Graham to pair up with, you know, Myles Garrett. So you said Browns is the Browns. I mean, bro. Hey, at the end of the day, bro, we seen the Texans come from poverty. We seen hella teams. Lions was the Lions. What you mean? Lions was the Lions. You know what I mean? But now they on top. You know what I'm saying? Texas was the Texas, but now they on top, bro. It just takes a good draft pick. It just take a good draft, bro, to turn the team around, bro. You know what I mean? Just that simple. We never thought the Lions was gonna be like this. You grew up watching the Lions, bro. You know what I mean? Never thought they'll be in this type of position.
Round 1. The reality of the situation is
you have a good draft, bro. Any team can turn around.
Competing for a Super Bowl. And as electric as he may end up being, they really need to prioritize the trenches and getting stronger again on the inside. Graham was widely viewed as the best pure defensive tackle in this class, an interior disruptor with the ability to anchor the run and collapse the pocket. His relentless motor and technique remind a lot of people of Chris Jones. Cleveland badly needed a cornerstone on the D-line, and Graham gives them just that. The Browns got their guy and extra capital. Now that is how you build a sustainable winning strategy in the draft. Sure, the pick may not translate to a Lombardi trophy in year 1, but few ever will. That really cannot be the aim. This was a great play by Cleveland to finally start the rebuild from the ground up.
I mean, look, you said, look, 2 cornerbacks, look, two quarterbacks and 2 running backs. It's like they're just playing it safe, chat. Ain't like they playing it safe. If Quinshawn Judkins don't work out, then they can fall back on their other run. Who the other running back that they draft? I think they drafted who the other running back that they drafted? You know what I'm saying? But if he don't work out, then they got another one. You know what I'm saying? If Shadur don't work out, then you got Dylan Gabriel. You know what I mean? So it was like smart, but I feel like did they get a wide receiver? You definitely need a wide receiver. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't did it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't did it. You feel me? Just keeping it real with you. You definitely need a wide receiver. I would have got for me, Dylan Sampson from Tennessee. Yeah, for me, I wouldn't gotten another running back. I probably would have drafted, would have drafted, you know, got Mason Graham. You know what I mean? For me, I would have got Shadur Sanders first. And then second, I would have, not having Nick Chubbs, I would have got Quinshawn Judkins. That was a good one. Third, you had to get somebody on that line with Myles Garrett. I would have got an edge rusher. Third, I would have got an edge rusher, bro. You know what I mean? Fourth, wide receiver, Tez Johnson. You know what I mean? Would have had Tez Johnson to pair up with Jerry Jeudy. Number 5. Shoot, number 5, bro. Number 5, bro. I don't know, man.
First, Shamar Stewart.
Isaiah Bond, no.
Cincinnati Bengals, number 17 overall. No, bro. Look, it's not a shock that the Bengals went defense in round 1, but the pick of Texas A&M's Shamar Stewart at 17? I don't know. That's a risky bet for a franchise that really cannot afford another first.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it real, bro. And I thought he was old boy from North Carolina, so I was saying this about, oh, yeah, he a dog, you know what I mean? But that wasn't the dude who I thought he was. The dude that I thought he was, bro, from South Carolina, excuse me, bro, he didn't even declare. You know what I mean? That's who I thought it was, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, he a dog, but, yeah, this definitely wasn't a good pick either.
I don't know. That's a risky bet for a franchise that really cannot afford another first-round flop. I mean, yeah, sure, it's true. Stewart certainly looks the part. He's big, explosive, and a legit athletic freak. But production matters, and Stewart's numbers in college were, well, underwhelming. Not to mention that his motor looked questionable at times, to put it nicely. And don't forget, we're talking about a guy who never had more than 1.5 sacks in a season, finishing his Aggies career with just 4.5 total sacks and a single forced fumble. Sure, trade
should got DB, bro,
at the next level, but for a team that needs impact.
And then look, that's what I'm saying, bro. You should got you don't need wide receiver, bro. Ain't gonna lie, wide receiver, y'all good. You know what I mean? Y'all need defense though, bro. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. DB, bro, nigga, I would have got dang, boy, who the freak I would have got? We got Will Johnson, boy. We got Will Johnson, nigga. We got a DB, nigga. Would have got a cornerback, and then in the second round, bro, would have got an edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? Would have got an edge rusher in the second round, bro. Yeah, bro, there's so many dogs in this draft. So if y'all just draft this nigga first round, that was crazy. Did y'all get a DB? You know what I mean? Did y'all get a DB in the draft? I don't know.
Now, passing on more proven defensive talent is a real gamble. Greatest? Barrett Carter, LB, Cincinnati Bengals, number 119 overall. Hey, don't worry, Bengals fans. The sky isn't falling.
Y'all got Barrett Carter.
Because y'all did find a nice potential diamond in the rough at 119. Every single draft has its how did he fall this far guy. And for 2025, that's Clemson's Barrett Carter. This is a player with
Barrett Carter, though, y'all.
To athleticism and day one versus
I got Barrett Carter.
Carter can run, cover, and hit. He's got experience at
y'all need a linebacker. Y'all need people in that box. I'm not gonna lie.
Games and should be an immediate contributor.
Definitely need people in that box.
And in nickel packages. In a division loaded with modern super athletic offenses, Carter is exactly what Cincinnati needed to keep up. There is a very good chance that you'll be seeing this man flying around Paul Brown Stadium sooner rather than later. Worst, Jonas Avianaya, oh well, Miami Dolphins, number 36 overall. Miami nabbed Jonas Avianaya, a college tackle who most project as a guard in the pros in the second round. And while it isn't as easy to scrutinize out of the first,
I mean, y'all do. I'm not gonna lie, they do need O-linemen. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? They do need O-linemen because Tua, bro, in my opinion, bro, Tua is an amazing quarterback. I don't know why Tua gets so much hate, bro. Like if anything, Tyreek Hill should be getting hate. Tyreek Hill was terrible this season. Y'all know how many drop passes Tyreek Hill had this season, bro? If anything, I'll release Tyreek Hill. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I mean? Honestly, bro. So I don't know why Tua gets so much bashing. Like, bro, not a 5 quarterback. Tua 5, bro.
Round,
Tyreek Hill was a problem.
Is basically a 1+ rounder. Which brings us to the next point. What exactly was Miami thinking here? The 36th overall pick holds a ton of value, and yet they went after a guy who is already expected to require a position change. He was not even close to being the best lineman left, and most scouts had him as a third.
That's what I be saying, like
project.
Tua be getting blamed. You'll be hearing nobody say nothing about.
He is raw, and he is very inconsistent in pass protection.
You see my dono?
When you're protecting Tua,
said, did I see your dono? You know what I'm saying? What dono? You did a dono from PayPal? You know what I'm saying?
Vailoa. The Dolphins are desperate to fix their line, but this was a reach, pure and simple. Greatest?
If you donated, bro, I appreciate it.
Cleveland Browns, number 144 overall.
Hey, hold on. Bro, first of all, you know what I'm saying? If you donated, bro, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to my boy Champ if you did donate, you know what I'm saying? It don't show up, you know what I'm saying, in the stream, but I'm gonna fix all that. I just haven't added everything yet, bro. I'll be so freaking worried about streaming, bro. You know, fast, I won't be adding it, but I'm gonna add everything, bro. So appreciate the dono. You know what I mean? If you did donate, you know what I'm saying? But what?
To fix their line, but this was a reach, pure and simple. Greatest? Shedeur Sanders, QB, Cleveland Browns, number 144 overall. Every draft has a stunning fall, and this year, that was Shedeur Sanders. Once talked about as a potential
I don't even want to talk about this, bro.
All the way to the Browns in the 5th round. But hey, forget the drama for a minute, because this is insane value. Sanders has a legitimate NFL arm, pocket presence, presence and leadership skills. Not to mention a chip the size of the 5th round on his shoulder. With the Browns quarterback situation still in total flux, taking a shot on a talent like Sanders at 144 is a classic high upside swing. If he develops, this could be the best value in the entire draft. And if not, hey, who cares? This is why you collect picks and take chances. Worst, James Pierce Jr., edge.
Bro, I be trying to tell people like James Pierce Jr. I try to tell Keon, bro, like James Pierce Jr., bro, isn't really like first round. They needed an edge rusher, but I'm like, bro, really like, if you watch them, bro, like if you watch college, bro, James Pierce Jr., not really like, he's straight, bro, but he not like a nigga that's going, you know what I mean, like dominate a game. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to tell the Falcons, but they needed an edge rusher though, but I was trying to tell them, bro, you know what I'm saying? But nigga thought I was, you know, Keon thought I was on some, you know, hating junk. I was like, he's straight, but nigga ain't no freaking Abdul Carter. Nigga ain't no nigga that gonna get through the mud. You feel me? But you know, you gotta let Falcons. You gotta let look. You gotta let the dirty birds. You gotta let the dirty birds thinking that they. You know what I'm saying? Malachi Starks for sure. I ain't gonna lie. That was definitely a good pickup, bro. Malachi Starks on with Kyle Hamilton, bro. That's gonna be a deadly, bro. If not, in my opinion, bro, it's gonna be the best safety duo. You know, Malachi Starks, but bro, Pierce Jr. I seen Pierce Jr. Pierce Jr. He's straight. He's not really, you know what I'm saying, like a high impact, like an impactful edge rusher, bro. You know what I mean?
You collect picks and take chances. Worst, James Pierce Jr., edge. Atlanta Falcons, number 26 overall. Atlanta might need help on the edge of their defensive line, but man, desperation moves are rarely a good strategy.
Telling you.
And the Falcons' decision to burn a 2026 first-rounder to move up for Tennessee's James Pierce Jr. could come to haunt them. No doubt, Pierce is a talented outside linebacker who can rush the quarterbacks with the best of them. You know, when he's actually on his game. But while he flashed legit first-round potential early last season, there were more than a few times that he seemed to just completely disappear out there. Don't get us wrong, Atlanta definitely.
And then look, and then people love trying to bring this up. You know what I'm saying? They love trying to bring this up. Oh, he ran a 4. Bruh, speed is overrated. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, bro. Like speed, honestly, bro, it's really like, oh, speed matters for sure. But it's so much more to the game than being fast. I don't know why everybody overrate just speed so much. Speed definitely matters. I ain't gonna lie to you, it matters. If you're in a cornerback position, you know what I mean? Cornerback position, you know, and wide receiver position, them type of position, it matters. But you being on the edge, it's not gonna really matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you run it's not gonna matter, bro. It's about really being an edge versus strength, power, smartness, technique. You know what I mean? It's about technique more than speed, bro. Because you can be fast, but you going against a freaking Lane Johnson, a nigga that got technique. You ain't finna get back there. Nigga knows certain moves to hold you down, nigga. Speed ain't gonna help you, bro. You need technique. You need to be smart. You need strength. You need power. You need a jip. Bro, football is more than speed, bro. That's why I was trying to tell Keon, bro. But the nigga ain't want to listen. He talking about, bro, nigga said this. Bro, my man, I watch college football. I know about all these niggas, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I try to tell, I'm like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, straight, he cool. You know what I mean? But he ain't no first round pick. He ain't no Abdul Carter. Like, he ain't one of them edge rushers. You know what I mean? That wreak havoc.
Needs help at the position, but mortgaging a future first in a deep draft for another edge right after grabbing Jalen Walker raises eyebrows. The Falcons are not a perennial playoff team that can afford to play.
And then the thing is, if I was them, I would have got Jahad Campbell. I wouldn't even got Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker was cool, but Jahad Campbell was 10 times better. Jahad Campbell had better stats than Jalen Walker, and he won the award over Jahad Campbell. Jahad Campbell should have been y'all pick. I don't even know why you went after Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker good. He cool. Don't get me wrong, but definitely would have went after Jahad Campbell over Jalen Walker.
With house money. If Pierce isn't a star, this is a win-now gamble that could backfire in a hurry. Greatest, Jahad Campbell, LB, Phil.
Did I just say that? You know what I mean? They need it outside. Bro, Jahad Campbell, bro, if you watch Jahad Campbell, bro, can play in the outside. You know what I mean? That's why I was just saying. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, bro. Ain't no casual. He can play in the outside and he can play in the box. He's a versatile linebacker. He had better stats than Jalen Walker. Nigga played the edge for us plenty of times and was dominant on the edge. Better than Jalen Walker. 10 times better. You know what I mean? With the freak? Nigga said, think so? Nigga, I know so. All day this man go. I ain't gonna lie, Jay Havin, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You this close to getting banned, bro. If I remember you, it's not good to be remembered by me, bro. It's not good at all, bro, to be remembered by me. I swear everything I say you disagree. I'm starting to think you a troll. You know what I do to trolls? I dismiss them. You know what I mean? Everything I say, bro, you disagree, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything I say. You got something to say about everything I say, bro? You know what I mean? Please don't let it be a problem. Hey, look, Jay Havin, you asking, how about you just shut up? How about you just do that? I don't want you to ask. I just want you to shut your mouth. How about that? No action. Shut your mouth. You know what I mean? You're this close, boy. This close to being out of here.
Win now gamble that could backfire in a hurry. Greatest.
But I've been saying Jahad Campbell. You know what I'm saying? Jahad Campbell, bro, I watched him personally. If not the best linebacker in the nation. I don't know how Jalen Walker won the award over Jahad Campbell. It's blasphemy. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. You know what I mean? Jahad Campbell is a versatile, and I feel like they're going to, you know, the Smeagol's, they love Alabama players, bro. You know what I mean? But this definitely, in my opinion, I feel like the Smeagol's did need another, you know, because they already have a stunning Kobe Dean. You know, they have a good linebacker core. I ain't going to lie to you, but how they use Jahad Campbell, we going to see.
This is a win now gamble.
But I feel like y'all should have got, y'all missed CJ Gardner. In my opinion, I feel like the Smeagol's should have got a safety or a DB. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I needed a linebacker.
Greatest, Jahad Campbell, Philadelphia Eagles, number 31 overall. Howie Roseman keeps playing chess while the rest of the league is playing gosh dang checkers. Grabbing Alabama linebacker Jahad Campbell at 31 is a perfect example of that. Campbell had top 10 grades on multiple boards, but slipped due to knee concerns. Sounds like a couple other of the young studs that we've seen on the Eagles D the last couple of years. Anyway, Philly's front office is not afraid to take a medical or character risk on a blue chip.
He's a dog, bro.
Campbell is an absolute stud.
He's a dog, bro.
Blitz and chase sideline to sideline. He is a perfect fit for the Birds. And if he stays healthy, Campbell will fit right into the Eagles' aggressive scheme and could end up as one of the signature players of this draft class.
He's a dog.
First, Tyreek Williams, DT, Detroit Lions, number 28 overall.
Oh my God, Detroit, bro. I don't believe in Detroit. I'm gonna keep it real. Jared Goff, really trash. Like the way Jared Goff, bro, performed. Way he performed, bro. You know what I'm saying? In the way he performed, gang, in the regular season, in the postseason, excuse me, that was terrible. That was a disgrace. That was an embarrassment. It was embarrassing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. That was embarrassing. You feel me? What y'all needed, bro? Do they still got Zadarius Smith? Do they still got Zadarius Smith coming off the edge? Man, what y'all need, bro? Y'all got Joseph. You know what I mean? Who the freak do y'all need, bro? You know what I mean? Who the freak? I say y'all, bro. They don't got, he a free agent, bro. You should have got another edge, bro. I'll keep it real with you. You should have got another edge to pair up with Henderson. You should have got another edge, bro. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Should have got another.
There's no denying that the Lions are in a rare sweet spot. One of the deepest, most complete rosters in the NFL, especially along the defensive line. So that's what makes the decision to invest a first-round pick in Ohio State's Tyreek Williams such a head-scratcher. I mean, sure, Williams is a strong, athletic interior defender, but Detroit already has a rising young star in Lee McNeil, who plays a strikingly similar style. Rather than addressing more urgent needs like cornerback, wide receiver, or even adding another edge rusher, the Lions doubled up and
wide receiver,
plenty of depth already. Maybe general manager Brad Holmes is trying to channel his inner Eagles and build a never-ending pipeline of big bodies. But Williams is not a game wrecker in the mold of a Jalen Carter. He's a solid rotational piece, but not a blue-chip anchor. With their Super Bowl window wide open, Detroit needed to get a difference maker or a long-term starter at a premium spot. Instead, they went safe and redundant. Greatest, Tyler Warren, TE, Indianapolis Colts.
I mean, with Tyler Warren, it's like Tyler Warren gonna be a dog for sure, but it's just who's going to throw him the ball? Daniel Jones, Anthony Richards, like two of the quarterbacks who had the worst QB rating. Who's throwing him the ball? Did they draft a quarterback in the draft? I know the first thing they did, Tyler Warren, bro. Okay, tight end, but bro, I ain't gonna lie. The first thing the coach you needed with your draft pick was a quarterback.
Safe and redundant. Greatest, Tyler Warren, TE, Indianapolis Colts. Number 14 overall. Now this is how you attack a need with value. The Colts and Chris Ballard absolutely nailed this pick with Tyler Warren out of Penn State. A plug-and-play difference maker. For those who are unfamiliar with the Happy Valley product, he was the focal point of their offense the entire season. Warren is not just a tight end, he is an offensive weapon. He runs like a receiver, blocks with the best of his peers, and is a magic nightmare in the red zone. Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones, if things go sideways, will get a go-to guy who can keep chains moving and create explosive plays. Landing Warren without trading up and ahead of the inevitable run at the position is how you win the draft board. Colts fans, you've got a piece who could end up as one of the best all-around tight ends in the league for years to come. First, Jackson Dart, QB, New York Giants.
This man don't know what the freak he's talking about. What's wrong with my dude right here? You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? You good, bro? Bro, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we needed a quarterback. He was the third best quarterback out the draft. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you stupid or are you stupid, TPS? You know what I mean? I was agreeing with you until you said that ish. I ain't gonna lie to you. My nigga only had 6 picks. He only had six interceptions. He was the best quarterback in the SEC. What the freak? How we lose a draft? We got an edge rusher, bro, and then we got a quarter. Like, what the freak? I'm confused. I don't understand what you mean, bro. You know what I mean? How we needed a quarterback. The only 2 quarterbacks that was better than him were Shadur Sanders and Cam Ward. But the freak, what are you talking about, dude?
Number 25 overall via trade. I suppose it isn't stunning that New York went a little bit off script and moved up to take a signal caller. But
I mean, my nigga, we had to get the 5th-year option. You said Texans got the 34th pick. Texas is trash. Texas ain't do nothing with the 34th pick. He ain't do nothing with the 99th pick. You know what I mean? Like, what the freak? He ain't do nothing with it. The freak? They didn't do nothing with the 34th pick and the 99th pick. And then after him, we still got Cam Scatterboo. What the freak are you talking about, bro? Hey, bro, don't piss me the freak off. I was agreeing with you, bro, until that jump.
But Dart is as raw as they come. He thrived at Ole Miss in a heavy RPO.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, nigga, 20. Y'all thought I was playing. Like, I know 4,279 yards, 29 TDs, and 6 interceptions. This will be praised in the NFL. If a quarterback did this, this will be praised. He was the 3rd best quarterback coming out the draft. But we did terrible. What? And then we picked him up on a 5th-year option, bro. What the
play action scheme, one that let him play fast and loose, but didn't require him to consistently make NFL level reads and throws. There is some physical talent and, man, a lot of moxie, but he is nowhere near plug and play. The Giants are still carrying Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, so the plan might be to let Dart learn. But in a New York media market with Brian Dable,
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand what you mean. I don't get it. TPS, don't piss me off.
So the plan might be to let Dart learn. But in a New York media market with Brian Dable and Joe Shane both coaching for their jobs, how long until pressure mounts and Dart gets thrown to the wolves? If he is rushed onto the field, well, you could see this unravel fast, which would only make this pick look even worse over time. This was a reach for hope, not for a sure thing. And that is exactly the kind of move that gets regimes fired.
You said reach for hope? What, bro? Nigga, we needed a future QB. Freak is you talking about? Bro, we was gonna take a QB in the 2nd round regardless of who the freak it is, nigga. Hey man, can somebody, like, is this man good, y'all? Is bro good? You know what I mean? Is bro good? Bro, in the 2nd round, we was gonna take a QB regardless. You know what I mean? Regardless. Who was better than Jackson Dart in the draft? Other than Shadur Sanders and Cam Ward. Somebody please tell me. Somebody please tell me who was better than Jackson Dart in the draft other than Cam Ward and Shadur Sanders. Somebody tell me for real, for sure. I could have swore bro was a top 3 quarterback in the draft. We was going to draft a QB in the 2nd round, no matter who the freak it was, bro. That's it. No matter if it's going to be Dylan Gabriel, no matter if it's going to be Will Howard, Jackson Dart, Jalen Mildew, no matter if it's going to be Mildew, we was going to get a quarterback in the 2nd round regardless. But now since we got Jackson Dart, now who you think we're going to get our second round, bro? We already signed his wide receiver, his 2nd option wide receiver. We signed him as an undrafted prospect. We already signed him. So we signed the wide receiver You know what I'm saying? The one that was undrafted. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we needed a quarterback. You know, we only signed Russell Wilson to a 1-year deal, right? You know, we only signed Jameis Winston for 1 year, right? You know that, right? You know, we need a QB for the future, right? You know that, right? You know what I mean?
Reach for hope, not for a sure thing. And
that's what I'm saying. What is he talking about, bro?
that is exactly the kind of move that gets regimes fired in today's
What you want us to do?
Greatest? Josh Simmons, OT, Kansas City Chiefs, number 32 overall.
Y'all definitely, I'm not gonna lie, y'all definitely need an O-line with that. With that performance, bro. Trey Smith, y'all re-signed Trey. That performance in the Super Bowl, bro. Yeah, you definitely need.
Textbook definition of a draft day steal. Simmons was trending toward being a top 10 lock before a midseason knee injury knocked him down draft boards and right into the hands of Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. But man, when healthy, he has all the makings of a future All-Pro. Size, movement skills, and the kind of edge that sets the tone up front. 3 years from now, do not be shocked if teams are kicking themselves for letting the Chiefs reload at a premium position again. But who do you think was the worst value pick from the 2025 NFL Draft? Who do you think was the highest? What do you think we got right here? And where do you think we may have missed? Let us know.
Man, shut the heck up, TPS. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta see some other videos from you, bro. I'm like, you low-key pissed me off. I was agreeing with you, bro, until you said that right there. Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Until you said that right there, I was agreeing with you. I wanna see something right quick. You see? 10 re